All right, welcome to this video where we're starting to talk about ratio reasoning. We're going to talk about multiplicative and additive relationships specifically today. We got a quick taste of what a ratio is on page 7. I know it doesn't call it a ratio, but it's kind of starting that foundation. So we looked around the room, we found the number of boys in our class compared to the total number of students. We wrote it as a fraction, 15 boys over 26 students. And then there was a disagreement whether it was 12 or 11 over 26. But the thing is, these need to add up to be 26. So somewhere our counting was off a little bit. All right? But that's beside the point. The point is, can you compare two numbers? All right? For example, there were 3 students absent and there are 26 present. All right? So that's just kind of an introduction to this idea of ratios. And then here on the next 2 pages, we took a look at this. You're supposed to predict the score. If this is the halftime score of this game between 2 teams, what's the final score? All right, and then we looked at 2 students' predictions, Robina and Aaron. And we tried to figure out where they were coming from. All right? This question down here says, which team had a better second half in each prediction? Well, if we add 30 here for the second half and 20 here, it looks like the Crusaders probably had a better second half, all right? And here in Aaron's, they're both adding 20. So we might be tempted to say, well, they both had the same second half. Neither team did better in the second half. But if you think about it, the Crusaders scored 30 points in the first half, but only 20 in the second. So the Blue Jays obviously were doing something right to bring their point total down. Now, in either case, the Crusaders win. All right. Now, using this idea, we're talking about additive and multiplicative reasoning. And then if you think about additive, basically sounds like adding, and multiplicative sounds like a fancy word for multiplying. And they are related. Additive relationship uses addition and subtraction, whereas multiplicative reasoning uses multiplication and division. All right, so looking at Robina, yes, she added 30 points to the Crusader score and 20 points to the Blue Jay score. But some students pointed out, if we multiply the first half score by 2, we get their second half score. And that's true in both cases, Crusaders and Blue Jays. So but for that reason, I think Robina is using multiplicative reasoning. And then Aaron, since you can add 20 points to both teams for their second half score, I think she's using an additive relationship. Okay, then we role played this situation here, all right, Vicki and Benjamin, and we see some of the interesting thinking here, especially here. Benjamin thinking that eventually he'll be older than her. Well, let's take a look at this chart. All right, today I'm 40 years old and you're 10. Okay. Vicki is 40, so V is a variable here representing Vicki's age. So it's 40, and Benjamin is 10. The B, which would be 10 plus 30, would give us our 40. Since we're adding, this is going to be an additive relationship. All right? And then here, if we take his age, B, which is 10, and multiply it by 4, because he says, I'm 4 times as old as you are. Or sorry, she says, I'm 4 times as old as you are. So 10 times the 4 is going to equal 40. So we're multiplying, so this is going to be multiplicative. Right? And then you can look down here and try to decide whether this is additive or multiplicative. Okay, so I would pay very close attention to this. Okay, what's happening here? And that's going to give you a clue. All right? So we wanted you to finish that. And then I wanted you to do page 24, question 1A, don't do B, just 1A. Trying to find the volume here. Remember what volume is, length, width, and height. And then down here on number 3, you want you to do A and B, multiplying 2 fractions and multiplying a mixed number and a fraction. Just for a good review. All right, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.